What is up, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of your 5D journey. My name is Lucas. There you are. My name is Lucas. I'm used to looking up there for my Purple Ocean job, but you're over here because I have it tilted in landscape mode because I like this mode better. And I'm here to help welcome you and to shift you into the 5D plane where you'll find happiness, contentment, fulfillment, not to mention the life of your dreams. Okay, so I'm upstairs and I'm scrolling through social media and I'm getting so many posts from people that are saying stuff like, life is a series of this and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and then you die. And to be fair, I live with someone who's like that too. Who she says regularly, life's a bitch and then you die. And every time I hear it, it almost like feels personally attacking to my own energy because it doesn't match my belief system. Like it just doesn't match. I'm like, no, life is beautiful and life is triumphant. And life is one of those things where, yes, we all face tribulations, we all face trials, we all face suffering. Like it's part of why we're here. You know, as part of my beliefs, Earth is one of the few planets left in the entire universe that still lives in bipolarity, that still has conscious beings on it that separate things into this is good and this is bad. And I'm just here in the middle being victimized by everything around me, even the good stuff. Because if you play the victim to the bad shit, you're gonna be victim to the good shit too, because guess what? You're a victim. And anyway, things happen, you know, situations. I could sit here literally for an hour and talk to you about all the things that have happened to me in my life and how, from one perspective, they were damning, they cursed me, and there was something inside that action of that one person, the result of this outcome and work that did not go in the way that I wanted to. Let's do a quick one. Okay, went to school for chemistry. Dropped out second semester in because I was like, I don't like this. I don't want to do this anymore. Didn't go back to school until I was 26. Okay, took a 7-year break. Many people in American culture would be like, oh my God, that's not the right way. You need to go straight to school and do all your stuff so you can get all your money and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I'm going to chase my passions. Went and got teaching at a gymnastics job, got there 12 hours a week. And in the beginning, I was scared. I was so scared because I was starting over and had no idea what I wanted to do. But in my 12 hours, I found out that I loved gymnastics. I was already in that mode of loving gymnastics and being able to teach it and give it to other people, even though I was making $13 an hour, 12 hours a week. I was living at home. Thanks, Mom. Go, Mom. But I sat there and really lived in the fact that I was enjoying myself. I wasn't there a month and I was at 20 hours. And within, I think it was 3 or 4 months, I was full time. By the time I was there a year, I was being promoted. I was being given bonuses. I was being given raises every 6 months because I was happy. I was happy doing what I was doing. And you know, sure enough, after teaching for 16 years, the happiness dwindled. Wanting to be patient for little people dwindled. Wanting to be patient for little people's parents dwindled. Many things were coming down, and that was when I realized I'm not happy doing this anymore. And most people, when they realize they're not happy at their job, you know what they do? They stay. They stay. I left. Because I made a promise to myself a long time ago that I would always chase after what made me feel good. And you know, it's one of those things where you have to really ground your intention with what it is you're trying to get and what it is you want to feel. Because while yes, there's this moment of me being present and happy and fulfilled, but there's also moments in the future that we're working towards goals. We're actualizing these goals. And sometimes when the moment is not beautiful and we're going, man, this is absolute crap, I hate this right now, you have to look into the future and go, why am I doing this? And this applies to jobs. It applies to relationships of any kind, parents, family, friends, lovers, coworkers. We have to shift ourselves out of that energy of going, why am I doing this? And remind ourselves what our purpose is. I need a drink. And it's that mindset, it's that momentum, it's that belief that we're doing things for the right. Now, I didn't work the line today because I woke up and was like, I don't want to do this. So I didn't. Even though Thursday's my supposed day and I work this much. No, I wasn't feeling it today. I wanted to rest. I wanted to recharge and make sure that I had the energy for the next time I get on the line. This card's on the bottom. This is the alchemy card. So stare into this card, visualize it, okay? Let your eyes soften and gaze into it. This card is all about taking things that do not work and shifting them. You know, physical alchemy is back when chemists used to take things like tin and iron, I think, I'm not 100%, and they try to make it into gold. Well, that's physical alchemy. There's also intellectual alchemy, taking negative thoughts and respinning them to a positive place. There's emotional alchemy, where we allow emotions to come up and fill us completely. People love not processing grief. People love not processing anger. It's stupid. Let it come up. Let it come up inside of you. Process your traumas. Because when you process those traumas and you alkalize them, is that a word? Alkalize them into a positive spin, your life will change. Now, that card also is orange and pink, and I immediately think of like being creative, flowing, having lots of ideas when it comes to orange. When it comes to pink, I think about self-love. I also immediately am getting messages right now about connecting to your divine source. What is that for you? Is it God? Is it Jesus? Is it Buddha? Is it inner self-belief? What is your inner source that in the end you have your faith in? What's your faith in? My card, okay, it's crown chakra. This card literally just said everything I just said to you about connecting to your inner source. So we're gonna move on. Orange, which I also just connected to you about creativity and being motivated in the moment and flowing through. Okay. This card, the consciousness card, we're gonna shift over here where we can see this a little better. This card, the consciousness card, let me get to an angle where you can see it really well. Oh, is there an angle? There we go. This card is about embracing your multidimensional state of being. It's about being present and aware with every single action that you've taken, will take, or are taking right now. The number 17 at the very top of the card numerologically goes back down to the number 8, which is about power, taking authority, being in flow, lots of energy. It relates to the Chariot card in Tarot. And in the center, I'm getting this little spark of internal motivation, of believing in the self and knowing things are going to work out. And the thing is, that's the most important thing. And that's one thing that I could sit back and thank my mom for every day, because she is the type of woman that when things aren't working, she leaves. And she has 100% belief that when she gets to her new destination, things will fall into place. She lives through faith. And I've seen her rise above circumstances and trials so many times that honestly, I have so much respect for her, because she knows how to move forward. That is one of her talents, is moving forward. And that transition that we take when moving from one place of comfortability to something else, it takes balls. It takes so much gall and courage and bravery to really face a new life, a new opportunity. And yes, fear shows up. I would be lying to you if I told you that since I quit my dance job, I've been afraid. I haven't been afraid. I'd be lying to you. I've been afraid of where the money's gonna come from, knowing that I make good money by the hour for these jobs, but will I get enough hours to support what I need? Having some roadblocks inside of my cattery, just moving to the house, there have been roadblocks with the adults, with the kittens, with clients. Because people expect more than they deserve sometimes. They expect preferential treatment, and you don't even know these people. I'm like, I don't even know who you is. Like, you don't deserve nothing from me. Today's video is about taking a leap of faith, of stepping back from your life and going, where is this life not serving me? In what parts of my life am I not fulfilled? Am I not feeling like I'm being taken care of and supported? And then shifting all of that energy into what will support you and living through faith that it's going to work out. And I know I can already hear questions from some of you. And one of those things is sometimes you got to make a plan. Like, there's part of me, it's like, no, you got to just go, just do it. But make a plan in your head and then believe that plan. Because I do believe in the power of prayer. I do believe in the power of positive mindset. I do believe in the power of willing things into existence. You know, a really great story about willing things into existence. I'm going to close with this story. We are going to close on this house on a Wednesday. September 15th or something like that. Maybe 17th. I don't know. Wednesday. I'm out here on a Monday that I'm doing my walkthrough. I have to go, maybe it was a Thursday. I don't know. I was out at the house doing a walkthrough to make sure that I found anything that was not in alignment with a brand new home, making marks on it. In the middle of me walking around, I get a phone call from my mortgage company of some girl I had never effing talked to that calls me and says, "Hi, could I speak to Lucky Alexandre?" I was like, "This is Luke." I know, my name is so weird, my fault. I said, "Yeah, this is he, what's going on?" And she goes, "Hey, so we're actually missing I don't even remember the details because the details don't matter. That was the enemy trying to taunt me down, but I wasn't in my house. Calls in and says, "Hey, there are some details with this form, and we can't find them, and blah, blah. You didn't turn them in, and blah, blah." And I paused, and like, I'm sure like a bitch, I said to her, "There is absolutely no way. I did everything I was supposed to, everything you told me. I triple, quadruple checked those lists. It's not happening. I'm closing on Wednesday." She says, "Well, sir, I'm going to go ahead and move your closing date to Friday." And I said, "No, you're not. I'm closing on Wednesday." She said, "Well, sir, I have to move it to Friday." I said, "Okay, all right. I'll see you on Wednesday." I get off the phone. I start walking through my house. And in case you don't know, because you don't know, like right there and down there and up in that corner and many places throughout the house, I actually made sticker grids. I had these little stickers that were about this big. They were different mandalas, and I put them on the studs when they were building the house. And the whole house is surrounded by them. Like every corner of the house is surrounded. All of the major entryways, like the front door, the garage, the walkway upstairs, I put extra ones. And in my mind, I was creating energetic grids of anything you can imagine, from protection to abundance to blank. I put them in. Well, we hang up the house, and I literally was walking through this house like a monk on a mountain, and I called every last bit of those dots to me and said, "I call upon the power of my house. I call upon the power of my manifestations. I call upon the power of my designs, of my divine sovereignty to come to me right now. We are closing on this house on Wednesday. This is going to happen. They're going to find everything they need. Everything is just fine. Do not feel this temptation. Do not let it come inside me. Do not let this fear take me over. I refuse. I am making this happen." Poof. Literally 15 minutes later, they call me and they say, "Hey, Mr. Alexandre, so yeah, we did have those forms. I just didn't find them. They weren't in their normal place." And I said, "I told you to do everything I was supposed to." And poof. Will it into existence. There's definitely a stream that you're either going with or against, but either way, you can will it into existence. You have to speak it and believe it. That's everyone's issue, is that they speak upon the universe, but they don't believe it. And if you're speaking through worry, if you're speaking through fear, "I'm so worried this is going to happen to my child. I'm afraid this is going to happen to me at work. I'm not sure if this is going to manifest. God, please help me." You got a 1 in 2 chance of that going the way you want to, at best. But when you will it into existence and you speak it through your belief, your reality shifts. It completely and totally shifts. From inside to out, everything will shift when you believe it's going to work. Like, and the biggest part about the belief is that our beliefs have to be broad enough that they can cover enough opportunity. Because some of us will sit there and go, ding, like when I was with the house, I was really taking a risk. I was making a very specific statement to the universe. This is going to happen at said date with this thing. And that worked out. Good for me. But in general, it's having belief that it's going to work out. Having belief that I'm going to be happy. Having belief that every last thing that I need taken care of will be. And then some. And then sitting back in that belief, because when you're relaxed, which is belief, when you're relaxed through belief, you're going to sit back and letting it all unfold. Let it unfold for you. Because the God that I know, the God matrix divine equation that I know, they know more than me. It's about setting down our ego and going, I know this is going to work out because I'm making choices for myself and for the people that I love that are in support of the fact that I want to be happy, that I am going to be happy. And then let it flow. Let it flow out. Because details will change. And if we freak out the details, and if God sends us the first package, and we go, this is the one I wanted, then guess what? God says, oh, well, if she doesn't want it, I don't want to send any more packages. Like, no. Thank you. Thank you for this package. I wasn't expecting this. This is a beautiful surprise. That's our attitude that gets us to the places we want to go. Into the fifth dimension and beyond. Did you go look at my first video, episode 1? Did you click on the link at the bottom that explains my 13 dimensions of consciousness from my perspective? It would really help you. You should click on it. That's a stop sign. Bye.